Morning, blood service workers at the Connecticut Red Cross are on strike.
It's the first time these workers have hit the picket lines. News 8's Ann Craig live outside the headquarters in Farmington with more on what they're looking for. Ann.
Hey guys, good morning. Both sides were at the bargaining table, but talks broke down just about midnight, so about 12:01. If you look behind me, you can see these workers, Red Cross workers, mostly nurses and lab techs. They've been on strike since the wee hours of this very, very cold morning, standing out here with a fire to keep them warm. Larry Dorman represents the union and these workers to tell us a little bit more about what's at issue. And I understand you guys have been working without a contract for more than 2 years, and this is really a matter of wages and health benefits?
It's a matter of many things. This is a company that's engaged in unlawful activity. They've been found guilty of violating our members' rights on numerous counts under the National Labor Relations Act, yet we have continually returned to the table trying to reach a mutually acceptable agreement. These are the workers who make the Red Cross happen. They're responsible for the safety and well-being of blood donors. They've gone 3 years, nearly 3 years, without a contract. The Red Cross refuses to reach a just and fair agreement that respects workers.
The public sees this and they get nervous. We're in a time of crisis. The state has power outages like they've never seen before, really historic. What do people think when they see the workers not there and blood shortages are low right now?
Well, first of all, these workers are going through the same struggles. These are at best middle-class workers trying to make a living and do their part to keep Connecticut moving. They're being mistreated by a corporation that refuses to come to the table and treat them fairly. So we're
Larry, speaking of fairly, I'm going to bring in the American Red Cross. Thank you for joining me. This is Donna Morrissey. Donna, we're talking about blood shortages across Connecticut, and especially at this time of need. How severe, and what does this mean to the public?
I can't overstate how deeply disappointing this is that union workers would follow their leadership and go on strike and walk off the drive during a time when we have a crisis here in Connecticut. There's a state of emergency. Blood supplies are low. We returned to the table last night. The union broke off talks and went on strike, and our hope is that union leaders would come back to the table and make progress towards a settlement. We have settled 14 contracts in the last 4 months across the country, including 2 AFSCME bargaining units. So we want to make progress towards a contract. I can tell you our focus is on providing relief to the communities. Our neighbors are suffering down here. People are without electricity. There's a state of emergency, and this is only possibly going to mean a further tightening of a very low blood supply.
Tell me about the hospitals, because if blood was needed in Connecticut, is there enough blood in hospitals right now?
We are shipping blood. We're bringing in blood from out of state. We were issued an ultimatum and a final offer on the 23rd from the union. We returned to the table last night with hopes that we'd make progress. We felt some progress was being made. And then shortly before midnight, the union cut off talks. We are bringing blood supplies in. We have had to cancel some of our blood drives. We hope people will call 1-800-RED CROSS. But we stand ready to respond. We are the Red Cross, and we are ready to respond to our neighbors, whether it is shelter, whether it's feeding, or whether it's a blood supply.
Donna, thank you for joining me. Of course, both these sides, neither one of them wants to be in this situation. They're both hoping to get back to the bargaining table. The union simply says they had no other choice but to go on strike. Of course, this is a continuing situation, and we'll be here to follow it.